Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody come in first. I ain't gonna be on here long. But when I break this stuff down, I break it down to a science, bro. Inside the ring and outside the ring. I watch everything. That's why I'm still alive. No, I know. But yeah, I'm gonna get straight to this in a minute. Give me cause when I talk about this, I wanna because I know ain't nobody gonna address this how I'm gonna address it. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me do another thing too. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, yeah. And you know another thing too, bro. And what I be saying weird, if you respond to certain things, you gotta be able to be on point when it comes to what you're saying out here. You gotta be on point with what you're saying out here. But now I see why people are saying what they be saying when it comes to the Andy Cruz situation. I tried to defend it, but can't really defend it. To keep it 100, you can't really defend it. Not after what he said. You can't defend it. And I'm gonna explain why in a minute. I'll be giving this video only gonna be available a little while anyways. Cause the boxing news dudes talking about now, I was talking about 5 years ago. Now they starting to give Crawford credit, so watch where you get your news at these days. Just watch where you get your news. But let me go ahead and get into this real quick. So Keyshawn Davis came out recently, and they asked him about the rematch with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. And he was like, well, you know, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney got to show me that he can come back and do this and that. Bro, Devin Haney can retire today, bro. He going to the Hall of Fame. He can retire today. So he ain't got to show nobody nothing. That's one thing. But another thing is, that's funny is, like I said before, if that's the case, then you just prove everybody right about the Andy Cruz situation. He said, man, I seen them fighting the amateurs. I heard the diehard fans say amateurs don't matter. Then when people bring up Andy Cruz, they say, well, in the amateurs. I'm like, no, that's the amateurs. According to Keyshawn, amateurs matter too then. According to him, amateurs matter. So he's talking about as far as the get back. So according to his logic, because Devin Haney turning right back around to get his lick back with Ryan Garcia. Lomachenko ain't never did a rematch. Tank Davis ain't had a rematch yet. So most boxers don't rematch people, win or lose. That's one thing. Let me address that real quick. Most boxers don't rematch people. But the Andy Cruz situation, this is what Keyshawn Davis said about Andy Cruz, and this kind of blew my mind away. And I'm gonna read this, and I'm gonna go all the way through. And I usually don't like this site, but Keyshawn Davis said, first thing he said, the only fight I've seen of Andy Cruz is his pro debut. That's the only fight he's seen of him. And he said that basically he's not as slick as he was, and he doesn't look that good. And, you know, the zone basically using his name and Andy Cruz's name together to push the platform and everything else. But what caught my mind was, he said, bro comes from Cuba. He's 5-0. Look how this is all over the place right here. He said, bro comes from Cuba. He's 5-0. And now you're saying that he's ready to fight me? This is backwards. Bro is from Cuba. Cubans need to be rocking with Cubans, but when it comes to Americans, Americans don't rock with Americans. It's so weird to me. Bro, it's weird to me when you American boxers don't rock with American boxers. So the same thing he just said shows that he's going to... Ah, man. Bruh, you just basically open the door for everybody to be like, hey, you just prove why you don't want to fight Andy Cruz. And that's not me saying that. That's, you just agree with everybody who's saying that you ducking Andy Cruz. You don't understand that. You just agree with everybody. He said, this little leprechaun dude, Cruz, come here and y'all think he could beat me just because he beat me 4 times as an amateur. Bruh, if Andy Cruz fought you and he got tested and he was positive on PEDs and he would have won in the amateurs, if Andy Cruz would have tested positive against Keyshawn Davis in the amateurs after he lost, what y'all think Keyshawn Davis would have said? That's gonna let you know all the cap right now. If Andy Cruz would have got caught on PEDs in the Olympics or in the amateurs against Keyshawn Davis, what would y'all be saying? Because you gotta realize, Devin Haney actually beat Ryan Garcia more than a couple of times. I think they was like 3-3 or something in the amateurs. Like 3-3. So a dude that was 3-3 with Devin Haney in the amateurs or something like that, He came in on the juice, got caught, then fought the man 6 times already, got caught on the juice. And for some reason, we ain't supposed to take that into consideration. Obviously, that's why I say the black boxers out here, they gonna get destroyed this generation. Because dude, man, trust me, they gonna be set up from the inside out. When it's time for them, when it's time to cash in, when it's time for the promotion companies to cash in on some of these boxers, they gonna set them up and put them in a blender. And he's no different, because they've already been doing this against Terrence Crawford, and none of these guys are Terrence Crawford, not one of them. That's one. But this dude is all over the place, though. He said me fighting Andy Cruz is like 2 steps down. Bruh. Devin Haney just fought a guy who lost the tank. What do you mean? And people wanted to see it. Who you think? Why would you call like Eastside Cruz right now instead? That's what I'm saying. It's 2 different kind of things y'all got to realize. Keyshawn and Devin around the same age. Matter of fact, when Keyshawn's birthday in 2 weeks, he gonna be the same age as Devin Haney. So right now, Devin Haney's undisputed. Keyshawn Davis, what was it? 4 or 5 years ago, was fighting Andy Cruz. So when he was fighting Andy Cruz, Devin Haney was chasing undisputed, trying to fight Lomachenko. So now that he had one fight where a dude popped on PEDs, now I ain't supposed to believe in him. Well, Canelo, he lost to Floyd, so I don't believe in him no more. Well, Eastside Cruz, he went 12 rounds with Tank, so I don't believe in him no more. Well, Rayo, he got stopped by Edwin De Los Santos, so I don't believe in him no more. How has that been working out for y'all? This logic he's coming up with, it ain't even competition. It ain't even competition. It's something else at this point, because he's using the same logic that people using against him. Well, you need to get your get back from the amateurs. That was the amateurs. What has Andy Cruz done? Nigga, what has Ryan Garcia done? Except get stopped by Tank and then get caught with a PED after that. What? What is going on out here? What are these dudes on for real? What are they on out here? It's my Americans don't rock with Americans. It's so weird to me. So you support a guy who, damn, niggas ain't even staying on code no more. That shit crazy to me. And then Shakir called Ryan a cheater. But he won't call Ryan a cheater. And then they be trying to soften it up like, well, he still got to get back and prove that. Shit, y'all talking like Ryan. Is Ryan better than Lomachenko now? So Ryan better than Lomachenko. He better than Teofimo. He better than all those guys now. If you a boxing expert, why you wasn't saying that before he fought Haney? That's why I'm saying, bro, they gonna eat their words. The next 10 years, Ryan Garcia better be the shit. You hear me? Ryan Garcia better be motherfucking the next Tank Davis the next 10 years. All these boxers who say that bullshit. Ryan Garcia better be the motherfucking next Tank Davis. I don't care if he go out here and knock out Haney the next fight. He better be motherfucking the next Tank Davis. The way these niggas co-signing him. He came out here and called all these dudes the N-word and everything. They better be goddamn, he better be the next Tank Davis. I'm telling you that right now. He better be the next Tank Davis. The way niggas is hyping him up after getting caught on some shit, I ain't never seen this before. Not even Canelo had some shit like that. He better be the next Tank Davis the way dudes was hyping him up. I'm telling you that right now. Straight up. Niggas better, the way they hyping this dude up, like I thought Andy Cruz was the gold medalist. You see what I'm saying? That's contradiction like hell. That's not even promotion. You're not even promoting the fight. That's just talking shit. No logic behind it. Andy Cruz beat this man 4 times in 2 years. You don't see me running around like, man, Andy Cruz beat him 4 times in 2 years in the amateurs. He better figure it out. So all the people that said he can't do nothing with Andy Cruz, they in the comment section agreeing with him like, yeah, Ryan would be able to do it again. Ryan sure would. The same people that said he saw Cruz gonna knock out Rayo. Yeah, he sure is. He gonna knock. The same people that said Benavidez is getting knocked out by Morrell. Those the same people agreeing with him. But then the same people that said Andy Cruz, that's Keyshawn's daddy. Why are you agreeing with those people? That's how you don't build a fan base. Yeah, you're gonna have people from your hometown support you, but as soon as you lose, you know what the media gonna say? Oh man, and people ain't even trying to fight. And then the thing about it is, people ain't even really going after him saying, man, you need to get that fight with Andy Cruz. Y'all at the same weight class. Y'all at the same weight class. You finna get a belt. And not even thinking about the fight. Not even thinking about it. But you'll have fans out here that'll sit up here and say, well, you know, Devin Haney in that fight, man. Bruh, do y'all know that we got boxers out here that's getting sued for taking Ostarine that's not named Devin Haney? I mean, Ryan Garcia. I put the video out 3-4 months ago because I know people don't really keep up with what goes on in boxing about Povetkin. Everybody found out about the Povetkin story recently. But I knew about Povetkin. I knew about Povetkin years ago. I mean, last year. This man finna get sued. People talking, they don't sue in boxing. They finna sue this man. And he finna get 10 years of fights knocked off his record. I already said that. Why is they taking away 10 years of fights from Alexander Povetkin if Ostarine don't matter? Why is people in the UK getting, and all over the world getting suspended for 8 years if Ostarine don't work? That's why I said, bro, I know about supplements and stuff like that. I know about supplements and stuff like that. If I was able to take PEDs like the rest of these dudes been doing the last 10 years, I would have been I'd be a UFC champion right now. Guaranteed. And people talking about some, man, why John Jones be taking the PEDs and steroids? Everybody else taking them. Think John Jones was finna go in there? Nah, I give John Jones credit for doing that. Cause he like, man, I ain't finna go in there, everybody else juicing. That's sad, boy. It's sad. That's sad. That's sad. People look at boxing like fight to fight. Bro, I'm looking way ahead. Ryan Garcia better be the next Tank Davis the way dudes was talking about him. Straight up. He better be the next Tank Davis. Because I don't hear nobody calling him out to fight. The only person that's finna fight him right now is Rolly. That lets me know I know everything I'm talking about. This is disgusting what these dudes is doing in boxing, the way they talk about it. A lot of these guys young, so I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Different generation, they don't really look at things. They just say certain things. They contradict themselves. The amateurs don't matter when it comes to Andy Cruz. When it comes to Devin Haney and Ryan, the amateurs, yeah, I remember that. When it comes to PEDs with Ryan, oh, it don't matter. Andy Cruz, let's see if anybody fight Andy Cruz without no PED test. Let's see about that. Let's see if people go in there and fight Tank if he was on Ostarine. Dudes will get their nose knocked out. Tank already got power. So these dudes trying to tell y'all out here that if Tank Davis was on Osterine, if Tank Davis is worried about Ryan Garcia taking PEDs, why would somebody who everybody say is pillow fist, why would he not be worried about Ryan Garcia taking PEDs? If everybody said Tank Davis fought Ryan Garcia when he was drained, why would Ryan Garcia being overweight and on PEDs not help him? If you think that him just being on weight would help him. If he weighed 140 against Tank, why, most fans think that that would have helped him, but they don't think PEDs and being overweight would help them. Contradictions all over the place. You cannot move in boxing like that. This has been the problem for years. You know who you don't see saying anything like this? Come on. That's why I say let Canelo go in there. Since everybody cool with it, let Canelo go in there and fight the rest of these guys on Osterine. I think Canelo has been basically used as a scapegoat almost. Because everybody else, they cool with using PEDs except Canelo. So at this point right now, it look like they picking on Canelo. Damn Canelo, everybody else get a pass to use PEDs except you, dog. Why ain't nobody giving Canelo a pass? Why everybody ain't giving Canelo a pass? Man, this is disgusting. And it lets you know right here why these fans around here use race, and they gonna keep doing it, and they're going to be able to be successful like they have been. They have used race to catapult boxing into a hellhole. That's why you have Turkey Al-Sheikh got to save it now. But you'll have somebody sit up here and lost to Andy Cruz about 4 times in 2 years. Then they'll get up here, man, he ain't did nothing. I can't defend this. I can't defend it. Talking about, man, Americans don't rock with Americans. Shit, I'm trying to. But I ain't biased to the point where I'm just, hell nah. What? None of y'all need to be tested for PEDs then. Don't even test the boxers y'all going against. Then I already knew he was tripping when Keyshawn said, man, y'all seen Lemos came in overweight? The very next fight, after he said something about Ryan Garcia's situation in Devin, Lemos came in overweight the next fight. The man went live after the fight. Man, I can't believe he came in overweight. I can't believe it. Y'all seen that? Shit, I almost canceled the fight. The man said he almost canceled the fight because Lemos came in overweight. Imagine if the man was on PEDs. What if Lemos was on PEDs and he went out there and would have got a stoppage? Because I don't know if y'all know it or not. If Lemos was on Osterine, he wouldn't have got knocked down in that second round. He would have ate that shot. But you got to be an expert to know that. But he would have ate that shot if he was on PEDs. The man came in overweight. He almost canceled the fight. Man, I almost canceled the fight. That's why I said Devin Haney is different, bro. He ain't almost canceled nothing. He like, let's go, run it. That's some Ali stuff. Run it, let's go. Oh, I want my get back, run it back next year. See, when you look at the rest of these guys' resumes, when you go down the line, you're going to realize that it's going to be different levels. I already see it now because the opponents that people are fighting is guys that Haney fought 5 years ago, which is pathetic. You got guys that Tito Machado fought a guy that Devin Haney fought and he couldn't stop him. And people talking about PEDs don't matter. Man, y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell out here. Crazy as hell. This is pathetic though. It really is. But it shows that these American fighters, especially the young ones, when they go wrong, when it goes south, cause somebody gonna test positive. When it goes wrong and it goes left, I don't want to hear shit. That's what people gonna understand. After all that, I ain't want to hear nothing about Lamont being overweight. I said something about it, but I ain't want to hear nothing from people who was okay with Ryan being overweight. Hell no. So yeah, dudes is putting themselves in a real bad position. Real bad. The amateurs matter to certain people, but it don't matter to me, but it's the pros. Yeah, that right there that kind of showed me something right there. I thought we was past that, but hell nah, that showed me something right there. I'm like, oh nah. That showed me something right there. That showed me personally, that showed me that he don't believe what he's saying. You just explain why you 0-4 against somebody? Did you? What? You just explain why you was 0-4 against somebody and how the pros is different. So what if Devin Haney said, man, you know what? I know I'm 0-4 against Ryan Garcia. He beat me 4 times in 2 years, but you know, it's different on the PEDs. You know what everybody else be saying? Man, please, I ain't trying to hear that. According to Keyshawn Davis logic. According to Keyshawn Davis logic, him getting beat 4 times by Andy Cruz, I should give him a chance to win the fight in the pros. But a dude testing positive against somebody who went 3-3 against them in the amateurs, just test positive against a guy he went 500 against in the amateurs. I shouldn't believe that gave him an edge. And even if you scored a fight, he only got knockdowns. Ryan Garcia ain't outboxed shit. So that's why I don't understand. Ryan Garcia boxing worse than goddamn Deontay Wilder. This nigga ain't winning no rounds against nobody. Most of the fights he winning is by knockout. He getting outboxed in most of these fights. Got dropped by Luke Campbell. Badly. You got dropped by Luke Campbell, who's not even a knockout artist. Then Luke Campbell come back and say Luke Campbell got hundreds of fights. He said the hardest I ever been hit by is by Ryan Garcia. Y'all think Ryan Garcia is the hardest puncher in boxing? Do you know how many guys fought Ryan Garcia in the amateurs? And will tell you right now, Ryan Garcia is not the most powerful fighter I ever fought. Man, this is disgusting. But I'm not surprised because this is why I roll the way I do. This is why I don't be having a whole bunch of people around me, because at the end of the day, if you look at history last year, the only thing niggas was right about was a guy that was on PEDs. Every other fight, y'all couldn't really get right. The only fights I actually got wrong last year was guys who was either on the juice or used to be on the juice. Let's get that clear right now. Guys who used to be on the juice or was on the juice last year. Guys who was on the juice they last fight, and then the fight before that, and then the last fight they had, they went on the juice. So they looked like Superman the fight before that, and then the fight after that, they didn't look like Superman. You got bodybuilders out here who take PEDs, and they'll tell you right now, why the hell you think I'm taking PEDs if I'm a bodybuilder? Why do you think they don't use PEDs in the NFL? Why do you think they test for PEDs in the NBA? In the NBA, they test for PEDs. That's what I'm saying. Any fighter who tests for PEDs anymore, I'm not going to care about it. And trust me, somebody's going to do it. Because you know why? Y'all done set a precedent now to the point where everybody's like, if you test for PEDs, you good. You're just going to be out for a year and everybody going to celebrate the victory. So as far as I know, Keyshawn Davis fits the description. He's a black American. He talks a lot. People don't like him. I've never seen most people had a problem with him, especially before the Lemos fight. They bring up Andy Cruz in the amateurs to pick at him. That shows how much how far they would go. And then Andy Cruz ain't even an option right now because he got five fights. So you want Andy Cruz to get better to fight you? Make that make sense. Well, Andy Cruz, he only got a couple of fights now. He need to get a couple of more fights before he need to get better so I can fight him. Huh? Dang, boy. That's sad, boy. That's sad. It really is. It reminds me of how everybody was talking about Terrence Crawford all these years. Those same people that have been talking about Terrence Crawford wasn't this and he wasn't that. He can't beat Canelo. He too small. This. The same people who saying, oh, PEDs don't matter, all this stuff. Now they're switching up their answers when it comes to Terrence Crawford. Can't be trusted. I don't know if he know it or not, but you have brothers in boxing right now. And for you to set a precedent like, hey man, I don't care about these PEDs like that. That don't really matter. It's the skills. Bro, people die in this sport like that. It ain't no game, bro. You putting the target on all of us backs. On all of our fighters' backs. Every time I hear one of y'all say that. You putting a target on everybody's back. And you making it okay. You co-signing it. You can't co-sign a nigga who's on PEDs. That ain't cool. But they doing it now. That boy Devin Haney really got a lot of niggas' feelings hurt, boy, out here. That's real shit. He got a lot of niggas' feelings hurt out here. I don't know what it is, because Keyshawn the same age as him. He should be undisputed right now, not Devin Haney. I don't know. Maybe it's that, but Devin Haney got a lot of niggas' feelings out here. Hurt. Niggas can't even tell the truth about PEDs no more. I don't know what he done did. He must have been out here smashing everybody chicks back in the day or something. In the amateurs or what? He must have had a bag in the amateurs. That's probably what it was. People saying that Devin Haney, he already had a bag in the amateurs. They like, man, that nigga right there, man, he think he's something. I don't know what it is.